Welcome to Santa Barbara and to CCL Baseball on the Foresters Broadcast Network. Today, the Foresters return home as they take on the Conejo Oaks for the fifth and final time this season. I'm Hunter Shoemake, and welcome to Eddie Matthews Field on this fifth meeting with the Foresters taking on the Conejo Oaks. Well, the Foresters last played Conejo on the 1st of the month. The Foresters routed the Oaks 13-5, and actually the Foresters have won the first 4 meetings against Conejo this year. And getting the start on the hill today, the right-hander Noah Waldeck, first start of the season for 34. First 5 appearances has been in relief. 10 innings of work so far for Noah. He has not given up a earned run. He has walked 2 and struck out 6. Here's the lineup today for the Conejo Oaks. Leading off in center field is Owen Mealy, batting second in right. Tyler Antwine in the 3-hole and at first base, Tyson Reese. In the middle, the DH, Matthew Whitco. Caden Stillwell is in left field. Danny Aguilera is at third. On the back end, Aiden Voiles does the catching. Grant Rodriguez is at second. Zach Nagy is at short, with Jaden Kolkowski getting the ball on the hill for Conejo. So the Foresters last night were on the road all the way down in Orange County, took on the OC Riptide for the second time this season, and the Riptide won 6-5. The Foresters were leading 4-0 entering the bottom of the 7th, but OC put up 6 straight runs with no response from Santa Barbara. The Stars did get one back in the 9th, but came up 1 run short, had the tying run at third base. Can they bounce back today? And here is Mealy. And on a nice day from Santa Barbara, it was overcast and cloudy earlier today. Waldeck gets us underway. Strike 1. Mealy hitting .333 entering this ball game today. Missing away at the knees at 89 from Noah. 1-1. So the Foresters enter today 20-5. The Oaks behind them in the CCL South with a record of 15-8. But Conejo, in their last 10 games, they are 8-2. By far the best record in their last 10 games out of anyone in the Southern Division. Strike 2 pitch, got him, and that's how this ball game opens up. Mealy goes down swinging.
Strikeout by Noah Waldeck, sponsored by Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating. Now batting for the Oaks, number 38, Tyler Antwine.
So 1 down. Here's the right fielder, Antwine. Antwine hitting .195, entering this ball game for the Conejo Oaks. Strike 1. Here's the defense today for the Foresters. At third base, Easton Mumaw. Joe Sandusky is at short. Addison Klepsch is at second. Wylan Nelson at first base. Rutenbar is the catcher. Cole Chamberlain is in left field. Makani Navarro is in center. And in right is Nick Salmon. 1-1 on Antwine. And for Waldeck, first start of the season. Last time that he worked was actually back on the 25th of June. The game against the Slow Blues. Do more on that in just a moment. In the air to right. Salmon drifts in. 2 down. So the last time Noah took the hill, well, it was on June 25th. In the losing effort for the Santa Barbara Foresters, the Blues won 3-1 here at Eddie Matthews Field. Waldeck was phenomenal late in that ball game, eating up some innings, 3 scoreless innings, just getting up a single hit. Those 3 innings and just 28 pitches to record 9 outs. He was phenomenal. 2 quick outs on the Oaks, and here is Tyson Reese. Strike 1. An Oaks team since the start of July who have gone 4-1 in their 5 games. They've won their last 4. The Oaks team playing with a lot of confidence entering the final couple weeks. That is outside first, 0-2. At 85 in the dirt, ball 1. Man, for Reese, he's at first base for the Oaks, hitting .333. slugging .576. 1-2 from Noah is down 2-2. Foul tip ends the inning. Waldeck sits the Oaks down in order through a half. Scoreless from Eddie Matthews Field. Forsters coming up.
Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating is proud to join the Foresters family of sponsors this season. I, Conan, a third-generation owner, was proud to coach for the Foresters for several seasons. Just like the Foresters are champs on the field, Lee & Sons are champs off it. We're experts in every type of plumbing and heating service and repair, from leaks and clogs to heaters and faucets. Strike out your plumbing problems by calling us at 805-965-9586. Lee & Sons, the champions of plumbing and heating. 805-965-9586. Stir it up.
For a full range of outpatient physical therapy services, go to Alta Orthopedics Physical Therapy. Our experienced and compassionate therapists, Bill Oakley, Alan Edmondson, and Andy Eubank, will provide you with a custom rehab program. For sports injuries, spine care, post-surgical care, and more, you'll enjoy our state-of-the-art facilities and receive a comprehensive program catered to your greatest physical potential. Alta Orthopedics Physical Therapy, where the Foresters go to heal. Visit altaortho.com.
Bottom of the first, Foresters coming up, scoreless game. Here's the lineup today for SB. Carter Rubenbar leads off. He does the catch, and Joe Sandusky bats second. At short, Addison Klepsch is at second base in the 3-hole. In the middle, Chamberlain is in left, Nick Salmon is in right, Wyla Nelson at first base. On the back end, Woodworth is the DH. Easton Mumma bats eighth at third, and Makani Nabarro rounds out the order in center field. We already saw Noah Waldeck sit down the Oaks in order, and it's Jaden Kolkowski's turn. The right-hander gets his 5th start of the season for Conejo.
Leading off for the Foresters, sponsored by Petrini's, it's number 8, Carter Rutenbaugh.
So here's Rutenbaugh. Strike one. Carter yesterday in left field. Behind the plate today. Zane Becker started the last couple of games for the Foresters. Started the last 2 CCL games. 1-1. And Jaden Kolkowski, a familiar arm the Foresters are facing. Kolkowski started the last game against the Sturs. Kolkowski ended up going 3, gave up 6 runs on 63 pitches. So the Foresters have another look at this starting right-hander for Conejo. And Rutenbaugh gets head 2-1. That's lined into left field. And Rutenbaugh is on to start the ball game.
Leadoff hit for Carter Rutenbaugh. Now batting for the Foresters, number 6, Joseph Sandusky.
So with 1 on, nobody out. Here is Joe Sandusky. Sandusky was at the 9th spot last night down in Irvine. And I'm going 2 for 3 with a walk. Kolkowski starts him off the fastball on the outside at corner. And a Foresters team playing their final meeting of the year against the Conejo Oaks. These 2 teams were supposed to meet earlier in the year a couple of times. As this one's lifted to right, Antwine Beck, and secures out number 1. The 2 teams were supposed to open up their respective seasons on June 5th. Game was then postponed to Monday, July 6th, and that game got scratched a couple days ago. and it will not be replayed, or I should say, made up next week. So, which was supposed to be the two teams meeting one more time next week, that will not occur. This is the final meeting of the season between Conejo and SB. That's ball one on Addison Klepsch. That is hard hit foul. Strike one. Klepsch hitting .306 entering this game. And Addy started at second base yesterday. Got on safely 3 times to buff his on-base percentage. 2 walks, and he was also hit by a pitch. With the Foresters dropping just their second road game of the entire year last night. Rutenbar's on the move. Carter down to second. Safe. And stolen base number 8 for Rutenbar. The running game always such an important aspect of this Foresters team. And that is the 100th stolen base of the season. So the Foresters hitting triple digits in stolen bases this year. Still have 7 games left after today. This is up the middle. Tough for Nagy. Knocks it down, but no play. Runners on the corners. Klepsch an infield single.
Now batting, number 44, Cole Chamberlain.
First and third, 1 down, and the batter is Cole Chamberlain. And starting left field today, ball 1. Runners on the move, a late jump from Klepsch into second, safe. I think that caught everyone a little off guard, and Klepsch in a scoring position gets rid of any force out at second. So stolen base number 101 on the year. And 2 RBI chance now for Chamberlain. Into center field, shallow. Nagy from short slides over and secures out number 2.
Now batting, sponsored by BMW Santa Barbara, number 15, Nick Salmon.
So 2 on 2 out. Here's Nick Salmon at the 5 spot today. And yesterday, Nick came in on the hill, first man out of the bullpen. Salmon went an inning, faced the minimum, struck out 2 on 12 pitches last night. Making his return to the hill, great to see in his second appearance with the Foresters this year on the bump. Even inched up to 94 on his fastball last night. There's a 1-1. Challenged him with 89. Strike 2. And the Foresters bring home the first runs of this game. The lead runner is Rutenbar. Upstairs. 2-2. towering shot into right, drawing, but on the wrong side of the chalk line. That was off the fence. All the way into the corner, and remains 2-2 on Nick. Getting 274 offensively, and again, his second appearance last night behind Calvin Prosky, who had 5 shutout innings, just a single hit, and the Forsters actually had a one-hitter going through 6 1/3, actually 6 2/3. Then things started to change. OC back-to-back hits brought home their first runs in that 8th inning. 4 runs for the Riptide, and they ended up winning and besting the Forsters 6-5. 2-2, full count. And actually the only team to beat the Forsters on multiple occasions this year, the OC Riptide. There will still be 2 more meetings this season between the two teams. The 3-2 to Salmon. Struck him out. And Kolkowski gets out of the jam. The Forsters strand 2 after 1, scoreless from SB High School.
During this time of record market highs and gradual economic recovery, it's essential you have someone you can trust. For 10 consecutive years, the Santa Barbara News Press Reader's Choice Poll has awarded Tremblay Financial Services recognition for the financial guidance they provide their clients. Tremblay Financial Advisors continually educate their clients with new options and financial planning tailored fit to you. For more information or an appointment, call 569-1982 or log on to tremblayfinancial.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Centaurus Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC, a registered investment advisor. Tremblay Financial Services and Centaurus Financial are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including potential loss of principal. No investment strategy can guarantee a profit or protect against a loss in periods of declining values.
Second inning, Oaks bat in a scoreless game. Whitco Stilwell Aguilera for Conejo after Waldeck faced the minimum, struck out 2. And a quick tempo for 34 and the returning Forster on the hill. One of 10 men returning to Santa Barbara to play under Bill Pintard for at least their second season. A couple players, namely Addison Klepsch, his 3rd summer with the Forsters. First ball was down, and Whitco hitting .400 entering today. Bounce to Klepsch. 1 away. If you're just joining us, Easton Mumma is at 3rd, Sandusky is at short, Klepsch is at 2nd, Nelson at 1st, Rutenbar behind the plate. Cole Chamberlain is in left, Navarro in center, Salmon in right. So 1 down. Here's Caden Stillwell. Stillwell hitting .412, and he's out of the 5 spot today. And that .412 averaged the best out of any Oak in this lineup. On-base percentage of .523. He has been fantastic, really, for the Oaks all year long. Look back to some of the prior games. He's produced. Lifts the ball to right, and Salmon easily handles out number 2. In the first 4 meetings for the Forsters, the first game, Forsters won 8-4. In the second meeting, there was a blowout 19-2. The closest of the 4 meetings to this point was on the 16th of June when the Forsters won 3-2. Last meeting was the first of this month. Santa Barbara routed Conejo 13-5. First pitch swinging for Aguilera sends Salmon into the cap, but 6 up, 6 down for Noah Waldeck. Working quick and economical through the first 2. Bottom of the inning we go. Forsters bat scoreless. Of the second scoreless game. Ball 1 away to Wyland Nelsons, then Josh Woodworth, Easton Moomaw for the Forsters. Scoreless affair, the Forsters had 2 in scoring position in the last, unable to bring them home. It's the 6, 7, and 8 batters up to get their first look at Kolkowski, who falls behind a Nelson 2-0. In the first inning, a pair of singles and a strikeout ended that little rally for the Forsters, who are trying to get back to their winning ways. Tough loss last night at the hands of the OC Riptide. Forsters now 8-2 on the road. And a 4-pitch leadoff walk starts the second. First walk given up by Kolkowski.
Now batting, sponsored by Mesa Cafe, number 20, Josh Woodworth.
And with 1 on, the batter is Woodworth. Starting DH tonight for SB. It was a day ago that Woodworth started at first base. He's really mainly been at first base, also at third base occasionally this year. Been on the corners also as a DH. But the second straight inning, leadoff man is on. And 5 straight balls from Jaden Kolkowski. Kolkowski has more walks than strikeouts this year. It's his 5th start of the season. Remember, just went 3 in the last meeting against the Forsters. Was on the hook for the loss. 6 straight balls, 2-0 on Josh. On the outside corner at 84 from Kolkowski, gets himself back in the count. Woodworth hitting .283 entering this ball game. And we've already seen 2 stolen bases this game from the Forsters. Nelson just has 1 on the year. Not a big running threat on the base pass for the Sturs. A high strike, 2-2. If you're just joining us, Aguilera is at third, Nagy is at short, Rodriguez at second, Reese is at first, Aiden Voiles does the catching for the Oaks. Stillwell is in left, Mealy is in center, and Antwine is in right. A high strike gets Woodworth 1 away. So Kolkowski comes back to get Woodworth.
Now batting, sponsored by Pacific
And with 1-on-1
Gas,
down,
number 3, Easton
the batter is Moomaw. So here is Easton Muma playing in his second game with the Forsters this season. Made his return to Santa Barbara on Tuesday when the Stars were on the road down in Compton, taking on the MLB Academy Barons. When SB came from behind, winning 14-10 in a wild game on the 7th. And Easton was such a staple all year last year for Bill Pintard, playing in 30 of the CCL games, and of course over in Wichita. Did not play in yesterday's game, back in action at third base today for the legendary manager Bill Pintard. That's in the dirt. Voiles can't make the play, down to second, and Nelson takes the base. Man in scoring position for the Stars. It's now 2-1 on Easton out of the 8th spot. Makani Navarro is on deck. Strike 2. So the Forsters have already won the season series. Looking for the sweep this afternoon. And you look back to a year ago, 5 games were played between the two teams. The Stars won the season series last year 3-2. Different feeling in this year's season series. To the right side, Reese covering first, Kolkowski, 2 out, over to third, Nelson. A productive out for Easton. Brings up the number 9 man, Makani Navarro. One on, 2 down. And Makani hitting .303 this season. He's got an on-base percentage through the charts. Strike 1. .511 OBP this year for Makani. Had an off day yesterday. Often we see Makani and Janusik splitting time straight away in center field. Navarro sometimes also out in the corners. And the hole, 0-2. And Kolkowski trying to work around some traffic for the second straight inning. This is a guy that's given up a number of hits and a number of walks this year. Worked around a pair of singles in the first. Trying to work around a leadoff walk and keep it a scoreless game after 2. Here comes the 1-2 to Makani. Just missed down and away. Great take from Navarro, 2-2. Should the inning continue, Rutenbar, who singled his first time, is on deck. The end of the regular season right around the corner. All about peaking at the right time for all of these teams. 2-2. Big chopper, Rodriguez, lasers out Navarro. And Kolkowski for the second straight inning works around the leadoff man, getting on after 2 from Santa Barbara. Scoreless between the Oaks and the Stars.
Can you feel that? That little itch to get out of town? At Santa Barbara Airport, we feel it too. But when you're ready to trade the usual view for something new, don't drive to LA. Depart stress-free at SBA. With 26 daily nonstops to 13 destinations, we're one stop to anywhere in the world. Go ahead, scratch that travel itch. Just skip the hustle. Visit flysba.com and take off easy. Santa Barbara Airport. Depart differently.
Third inning, scoreless game. Noah Waldeck back to work. Couple of clean innings for the starting right-hander for the Forsters, facing the bottom three for the Oaks. Strike one on Aiden Boyles. Boyles, Rodriguez, Nagy, the bottom three for Conejo. Get a man on through two. And this is a Conejo team that is 8-2 in their last 10 games. By far the best in the CCL South. You look at the top four teams. The Sturs are 6-4 their last 10. OC are 6-4, along with the Academy Barons. So, three out of the four top teams are 6-4, but the Oaks 8-2 in their last 10. And a ball and two strikes on Aiden Boyles. What a pitch from Waldeck, one away.
Strikeout from Noah Waldeck, sponsored by Lee & Sons.
Bends in, and strikeout number 3 for the starting right-hander.
Now batting number 11, Grant Rodriguez.
When we talk about strikeouts, well, if you weren't with us last night, Kelvin Prosky, the starter, 5 shutout innings, just allowing a single hit, struck out 9 on just 62 pitches. Prosky's final start with the Forsters. Looking towards the draft, which begins tomorrow. That's a ball away to Grant Rodriguez at the 8th spot, 1-0. Right back to Waldeck. 2 down.
Now batting number 3, Zach Nagy.
Number 2 down, here's Zach Nagy. Nagy in 269. Stands in, 2 down, bases clear. And the last time that Waldeck worked, we told you earlier, was on the 25th of June. It's been quite some time since Noah's taken the hill, and he was superb in that outing in late June against the Slow Blues. He pitched the 6th, 7th, and 8th innings to keep it a manageable game, just allowing a single hit. There's a 1-1. That's up the middle. And a 2-out knock for Nagy continues the inning. First base runner of the game, first hit, comes with 2 out in the 3rd. So Nagy gets on in front of the top of the order. Owen Mealy gets his second look at Waldeck. Waldeck got him on a K in the opening frame. Fastball missing down, ball 1. And with the first base runner of this game, we could touch on the running game for the Oaks. Essentially a fraction of what the Forsters have done this season. But Nagy is one of the biggest runners on this team. He's 5 for 6. That's the most stolen bases out of anyone in this lineup. Just 26 stolen bags on the year for Conejo, and the Forsters' running total now is 101. So, 2 ends of the spectrum in terms of the running game. As Waldeck gets himself back in the count, 2-1. Well, they try to get Nagy into scoring position here. He's one of 2 men in this lineup that have run. The other man is at the plate. There he goes. The low throw and safe. Nearly hit Waldeck as he's cinched down. And the first man in scoring position for the Oaks, courtesy of the stolen base. And the count is now 3-1 on Mealy. Full count. Payoff pitch from Waldeck. Lost him 2 on 2 out.
Now batting number
So after the
30,
first 8 retired
Antoine.
by the right-hander, a single stolen base and now walk for the number 2 man, Tyler Antoine. Antoine was retired in right field his first time. After the Forsters had the first opportunities to score runs to out-rally here for Conejo. And a good fastball from Waldeck starts off the plate appearance to Antoine, 0-1. To the left side, base hit. Nagy's brought to the plate, and now a play over at third base as he hit the brakes and was just able to shimmy back to third, and the base is loaded. And Chamberlain also had a pump fake in there. Looked like he was about to launch from left field towards the plate. As Nagy was able to retreat into third base, that's where the throw went. So with the bases filled with Oaks, in a blink of an eye, Tyson Reese has an opportunity to plate the first runs of the game. Strike one. Here's the 0-1. Strike two. Couple of changeups from Waldeck. Starting off Reese. The Forsters at 2 in scoring position in the first were unable to convert. And the Oaks have them loaded up. The 0-2 to Reese. Fastball at 90 up and away. Ball one. Remember, this is an Oaks team that has not beaten the Forsters this year. First 4 meetings have all went to SB. And a strikeout ends the inning. Waldeck gets out of the jam. The Oaks will leave them loaded. They're 2.5, scoreless from Eddie Matthews Field.
Thank you to Tim and Marcia Tremblay with Tremblay Financial for their continued support.
Foresters fans love to watch a winning team. Like the Foresters, Coastal Copy has also put together a winning team. For more than 50 years, the friendly folks at Coastal Copy have been your local source for copiers, printers, and equipment service for businesses of all sizes. Call them today at 800-995-8835 or visit coastalcopy.com. Coastal Copy is proud to be a sponsor of the Foresters radio family and of the Hugs for Cubs. Coastal Copy and the Foresters, second to none.
Bottom of the third. Forster's bat, top 3. Rutenbar leads it off. Strike 1. So both starting right-handers have gotten out of some jams early in this one. The Forsters, through 2, have stranded 3. Had 2 in scoring position. With 2 down, we're unable to convert, and Waldeck got out of the bases loaded jam top of this inning. And it's now a ball and a strike on Rutenbar. Rutenbar single to left his first time. Stole a base. Nice breaking pitch by Kolkowski, strike 2. Kolkowski, the last time the 2 teams played, just got through 3. Got hit up, gave up 6 earned runs. And the 1-2 to Rutenbar. Struck him out on the breaking ball. 1 away. Third strikeout for Kolkowski.
Now batting, sponsored by the Santa Barbara Mayor, Randy Rouse. It's number 6, Joseph Sandusky.
So 1 down, base is clear. Here is Sandusky. Another breaking pitch by Kolkowski. Joe is 0 for 1, was retired by Antwine out in right in the opening inning. Forster's just playing their second home game this month, first CCL home game. The Foresters played their first home contest this month on the 5th against the Coastal Dodgers in non-CCL ball game. Actually, for the first time all month, the Oaks are on the road. Their first 5 games this month were all at home. Another breaking ball, high and tight, 2-1. Kolkowski was struggling with his fastball, been going to his curveball. There's the heater in the foul ground for Reese. Moves around and can't make the play. Overplayed it, had to revert back. I know it's outside your picture, but Sandusky has another life. It's 2-2. After Sandusky is Klepsch. Two-two. It's going to hit him. And Sandusky is aboard.
Ouch, that looks like it hurt. This hit by a pitch brought to you by AltaOrthopedics.com. Got hurt? Call them.
1 on, 1 out for the second baseman. And field singles first time stole a base and was stranded at second. That's when the Stars had second and third. Unable to bring home the first run. Strike 1. Sandusky hasn't been utilized as much as some of the other players in terms of the running game. 3 for 4 on the bases this season. And again, the Foresters now 101 stolen bases. And that's through essentially 26 games. Playing 27 here today. That's in the dirt, and Sandusky down to second. Two and one on Klepsch. After him, the hard-hitting Chamberlain. Kolkowski brings home the 2-1. That's to the right side. Going to be tough for Rodriguez. Can't knock it down. Sandusky's coming to the plate. He is safe. Klepsch down to second, and he's going to motor himself all the way to third base. And the Foresters now on top 1-0.
Addison Klepsch.
So an eventful sequence.
Number 44, Cole Chamberlain.
Godarn's an RBI single for Klepsch. Down to second on the throw home. And likely an error to get him over to third base. So 1 on, 1 out, 1 run in. That's into the backstop, and the Foresters just doubled their lead, 2-0 in the third. So after Kolkowski did well to get out of some jams, struck out the first man he faced in this inning, a hit batsman, an infield single later, and it's 2-0. And now Chamberlain's at a 1-1 count. Chamberlain gets ahead 2-1. Again, just to recap it, Klepsch, the infield single, picks up the RBI, bringing Sandusky home. Vance is on the throw down to the plate. Vance down to second. Then an E4 advance him to third. And Chamberlain's ahead 3-1. Cole's first time popped up to short. After him is Salmon. Here's a shot to right field, and Antwine had to adjust but makes the play 2 out.
Now batting, sponsored by the Pomerantz family. Number 15, Nick Salmon.
So base is clear. 2 down, 2 runs in. Here is Nick Salmon. Kolkowski got him on strikeout his first time. Strike 1. Nick going to Oregon State next year. Hit .318 this past season with Golden West CC. Right now he's hitting .279 for the Sturs. Down and away, 1-1. When you look around the CCL, the Slow Blues have the most wins. Granted, they have the most games played by far. They are 24-8. And the date between the Blues and the Foresters coming up tomorrow. That will be on the road for SB. Going up to Sinsheimer Park, take on the Slow Blues with that season series split a game apiece. Here's the 2-1 from Kolkowski. All 3. Should the inning continue, Nelson on deck. The inning continues. Salmon, the 2-out walk, gets on for the first time today. And the batter is Wylan Nelson.
Rick Wilson, it's number 28, Wylan Nelson.
Nelson walked his first time. Was on 4 pitches and was ended up being stranded at third base. That was in the last inning. Kolkowski misses down and in. Ball one. In that last meeting between the Oaks and the Foresters, Santa Barbara 13 runs on 13 hits. The Oaks 5 runs. They also had 13 hits, left so many on base they left 10. And Nelson gets ahead 2-0. And that's going to induce a visit. And this is a Conejo team that has won their last 4 games. You look back, since that loss on the first to the Foresters, they beat the OC Riptide 5-3. Took down the Santa Maria Indians 6-2, the affiliate of the Northern Division. Bested the SD Bombers 12-8. And also in their last game just yesterday, beat the Slow Blues 12-6. So a 4-game winning streak for the Oaks. And at one point, the Foresters this season won 11 straight games. That came to a close actually on the 26th. It was the San Diego Waves that bested the Foresters for their 3rd loss of the year, breaking that. Rather, it was the Slow Blues that broke that 11-game winning streak on the 25th. Actually, the last time that Waldeck pitched. But after the visit, that is ball 3 to Nelson. He has not seen a strike. 7 pitches from Kolkowski, 7 balls to Nelson in this game. That's on the inside corner. 3-1. To Nelson. That puts 2 on with 2 out in the 3rd. Second time today, Nelson walks.
How about it? Sponsored by Petrini's. Number 20, Josh Woodward.
So 2 on, 2 out for Woodworth. Kolkowski got him looking in the last. RBI chance now for Josh, who has brought home 12 this year. That's down, ball 1. And for the Conejo Oaks, we told you in this inning, all 5 of their games this month have been at home. They are 1-5 on the road this season. Not too many games away from Ventura College, where they play. They haven't had too much success when they have traveled. Woodworth able to check it 2-0. Popped up on the infield. Aguilera will be called off. Voiles can't make the play. A run's in, and it's now 3-0 in the 3rd. So Woodworth gets on via the error. Salmon from second scores. Runners on the corners, 2 out. First and 3rd, here's Mumam. Ball 1. So no RBI for Woodworth, but it is a 3-0 ball game. Easton retired 3-1 his first time and gets ahead 2-0. Fly ball to center sends Mealy to his right. And the side retired, but the Foresters bring home 3 runs on just a single hit after 3. Stars on top 3-0 over the Oaks.
Can you feel that? That little itch to get out of town? At Santa Barbara Airport, we feel it too. But when you're ready to trade the usual view for something new, don't drive to LA. Depart stress-free at SBA. With 26 daily nonstops to 13 destinations, we're one stop to anywhere in the world. Go ahead, scratch that travel itch. Just skip the hustle. Visit flysba.com and take off easy. Santa Barbara Airport. Depart differently.
Fourth inning, strike 1 on Matthew Whitco. Waldeck, after a long wait in the first base dugout, fires a first pitch strike on the DH. 4-5-6 for the Oaks. 3-0 Foresters. Top of 4. Waldeck got out of the jam. Bases were loaded in the last. A strikeout on Reese. And Whitco is 0 for 1. He grounded out in the second. Through the first 3, Waldeck 39 pitches. And that's down 2-2. It was a perfect start for Waldeck through 2 2/3. Then it went single, walk, single, and a strikeout into the inning. And a strikeout starts this inning. 1 away.
Starts the inning. Sponsored by Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating. Now batting, number 19, Caden Stillwell.
Punch out number 5 for the right-hander. And the batter is Caden Stillwell. Flew out to right his first time. Spins out of there. Ball 1. When you look back to that last game that was played for the Conejo Oaks yesterday against the Slow Blues, a nice 12-6 win. That's who the Foresters will be taking on tomorrow. And the Slow Blues, a league-leading 24 wins. Granted, the winning percentage not as good as the Foresters. Best winning percentage in the league at 20-5 even after their loss yesterday. It was a rare 2-0 count for Waldeck. He's been filling up the zone. Gets back in it, 2-1. There's a lot of 2-strike counts early yesterday from Calvin Prosky, and really first couple men out of the bullpen, then things started to spiral for the Foresters. Bullpen faltering the last couple of games. Man, that's going to hit him. Stillwell is on with 1 out in the 4th.
Ouch, that looks like it hurt. This hit by a pitch brought to you by AltaOrthopedics.com. Got hurt? Call them.
How about it, number 39, Danny Aguilera?
1-on-1 out, and it's Aguilera. And if you're wondering about the pitching situation, Carter Spites, Joey Wittig, and Caleb Hoover expected today. Now, if the Foresters get in a bind, Berlowitz and Prindle could be used, but Foresters would love not to use them today. But Spites, Wittig, and Hoover you could expect to see out of the bullpen at some point in this game. Waldeck was very efficient. Did run into that traffic with a couple hits in the walk. A hit batsman here in the fourth. And it's now Danny Aguilera. That's in the dirt. And Stillwell down to second. Aguilera 0 for 1, a fly out in the second. Just missing in. Good count now for Aguilera. Here comes the 2-0 from Waldeck. Good slider. Strike one. After Aguilera is Voiles. Aguilera takes a ball. 3-1. And the Foresters were able to capitalize their 3 runs on just a single hit, 2 errors. In the last half inning for the Oaks. Trying to get some of those runs back right here. The payoff to Aguilera. Struck him out, punch out number 6 as Rutenbar retires him at first base, 2 out.
From Noah Waldeck, sponsored by Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating. Now batting, number 2, Aiden Voiles.
And here comes Bill Pintard. The manager with the Foresters in his 32nd year at the helm. Been with the team since 1995. Earlier this year, actually on Father's Day, collected win number 1,200 against the rivals, the Slow Blues. And that's who the Foresters will be taking on tomorrow. First pitch of that game is slated for 4 o'clock local time. In the second meeting of the year between the Blues, the third meeting rather, against the Blues and the Foresters. So it's going to stay with Waldeck. It's gone strikeout, hit batter, strikeout in this inning for Waldeck. And here's Aiden Voiles. Into center field. It's going to be tough for Sandusky. Can't get there. And Aiden Voiles to the plate. The runner from second scores. Voiles down to second. Gets the Oaks on the board with 2 down in the fourth.
Now batting, number 11, Grant Rodriguez.
So a 2-out knock by Voiles. Oaks on the board. And it's now Grant Rodriguez. Big hopper over to Klepsch. Gets his man, and the side retired. But the 2-out single by Voiles makes it a 3-1 game. Bottom of the inning, Forster's bat on top by 2.
Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating is proud to join the Foresters family of sponsors this season. I, Conan, a third-generation owner, was proud to coach for the Foresters for several seasons. Just like the Foresters are champs on the field, Lee & Sons are champs off it. We're experts in every type of plumbing and heating service and repair, from leaks and clogs to heaters and faucets. Strike out your plumbing problems by calling us at 805-965-9586. Lee & Sons, the champions of plumbing and heating. 805-965-9586. Stir it up.
Bottom of 4, Sturs on top 3-1. First pitching change of the game. Conejo Oaks make the change. Caden Ceramic takes over for Jaden Kolkowski, who goes the first 3 on the hook for this one. Sturs by 2. It'll be 9-1 and 2 for the Foresters. Against Caden Ceramic. That's upstairs ball 1. Ceramic on the year. This is his 8th appearance. He does have 1 start. Thrown 13 and a third. More walks and strikeouts. And it's now 1-1 on Navarro. The Foresters have stranded 5 through 3, leading by 2. Navarro takes a low strike. 1-2. Connie's first time, he grounded out against Kolkowski. Top of the order on deck. The 1-2 from Ceramic. That's foul. A Foresters team that is averaging 8.7 runs a game for the Oaks. They're averaging 7.2. These are 2 of the top offenses in the CCL, but the Oaks, I guess you could say their Achilles heel, just giving up too many runs. They have the 5th best staff ERA in the league. The Foresters have the best pitching staff ERA. To put numbers to the statement, the Foresters 2.61 ERA. That is best in the league. The Oaks 5.43. Two and 2. Great take from Navarro. The pitch down and away. And it's now full. Ceramic had a couple quick strikes on the man wielding the hot pink bat. That's up the middle. Gonna be tough for Rodriguez, and it's a single. Navarro, what a plate appearance. Down the count early, fights it back, and he is rewarded with a base hit.
Now batting, sponsored by Doug Scott of the Ellison Co. Number 8.
That's back to the top with Rutenbar. The high strike starts off the AB for Rutenbar, who's 1 for 2. Singled in the first, stole a base, was stranded at third. Navarro was on the move, hits the brakes, and it's 1-1 on Rutenbar. One ball, one strike. Rutenbar fouls it into his own dugout, strike 2. But we appreciate you joining us on the Foresters Broadcast Network. Sturs playing their 27th game of the year. The Oaks, their 24th. In terms of CCL play, this is game number 26 for the Foresters. Right after Independence Day on the 5th, at a non-conference game, non-league game. Be better phrasing. That's a non-CCL opponent, the Coastal Dodgers. Another 2-strike count. Rutenbar, he gets hit. That puts 2 on, nobody out. And for the second straight batter, Ceramic had 2 strikes on him. Gives up the single to Navarro, and Rutenbar is now hit by a pitch.
Ouch, that looks like it hurt. This hit by a pitch brought to you by AltaOrthopedics.com. Got hurt? Call them.
Sturs have an opportunity to get back the run that they just gave up. The lead runner is Navarro, and the batter is Joe Sandusky. To the right side, Rodriguez gets the force out at second, and safe at first. Runners on the corners, 1 away.
Now batting, sponsored by the Santa Barbara Mayor, Randy Rouse. It's number 4, Addison Klepch.
Fielder's choice for Joe. And here's Klepch, who is 2 for 2. RBI chance with Navarro over at third. Ball 1. Pair of infield singles for Addy in this one. There goes the runner from first. The throw down from Voiles. Runner from third to the plate, and he is out. What a play on the infield by the Oaks. Sandusky runs his way down to second, and Navarro runs himself into out number 2. So 2 down. Sandusky in scoring position, and it's 1-1 on Klepch. That's on the corner, strike 2. So after the first 3 men reaching, granted, Sandusky got on via the fielder's choice and an out was recorded. Ceramic has an opportunity to get out of this inning, putting up a 0. 2-2. A strikeout ends the inning, and the Foresters had some traffic, and they come up empty-handed. This game is through 4. Stars on top by 2.
Foresters fans love to watch a winning team. Like the Foresters, Coastal Copy has also put together a winning team. For more than 50 years, the friendly folks at Coastal Copy have been your local source for copiers, printers, and equipment service for businesses of all sizes. Call them today at 800-995-8835 or visit coastalcopy.com. Coastal Copy is proud to be a sponsor of the Foresters radio family and of the Hugs for Cubs. Coastal Copy and the Foresters, second to none. For a full range of outpatient physical therapy services, go to Alta Orthopedics Physical Therapy. Our experienced and compassionate therapists, Bill Oakley, Alan Edmondson, and Andy Eubank, will provide you with a custom rehab program. For sports injuries, spine care, post-surgical care, and more, you'll enjoy our state-of-the-art facilities and receive a comprehensive program catered to your greatest physical potential. Alta Orthopedics Physical Therapy, where the Foresters go to heal. Visit altaortho.com.
Fifth inning, Foresters on top 3-1 over the Oaks. 9-1-2 for Conejo with Noah Waldeck back on the hill. 56 pitches so far for the right-handed starter. Looking to get through 5. Strike 1 on the inside corner to Zach Nagy. Nagy's first time singled up the gut. Stole a base, was stranded at third. It's actually the first man to reach base in this ball game. It was a perfect start for Waldeck through 2 2/3. Shallow center as Sandusky from short makes the play. 1 down. Back to the top of the order for Conejo. It's Owen Mealy, who's 0 for 1, walked his last time. And we are in the 5th inning. This 5th inning brought to us by our friends at Finney's Craft House. Finney's has 2 locations in Santa Barbara, one on Lower State Street and one in Goleta. Finney's is a great place to gather before or after any Foresters game. Finney's Craft House. Strike 1 on Owen Mealy. The Oaks as a team hitting .284. That is second to just the Foresters in terms of hitting for average. Actually, just 5 points off the Foresters' average, hitting .289, with the Oaks at .284. Here's a 1-1. Strike 2. Waldeck challenged him with the fastball at 89. Noah's been tickling 90 a couple times here on his heater. Mealy sprays it out of play. Do it again. Waldeck has struck out 6 so far in this game. He's able to check it. 2-2. Strikeout numbers, especially for starters this year for the Foresters, have been so good. 2-2 now. Yesterday, Prosky threw 5, struck out 9. Jack Fowler against the Barons threw 4, struck out 5. Henry Prindle against the Coastal Dodgers on Sunday, granted a non-CCL game, threw 5, struck out 10. Tanner Grove against the Oaks, the last time they played, threw 4, struck out 6. Been some great stuff. And the count's now run full on Owen Mealy. Mealy lines one to right and straight at Salmon. 2 down. Looked like that ball might be diving right in front of Nick. But out number 2 is recorded. So a 2 out. Here is Antwine. He's got a 1-for-2 day going. Singled his last time. And Waldeck starts him off with a low strike. 0-1. One and one. Waldeck loves the quick tempo. It's going to be tough for Mumma. Charges and got him. Nice play from Easton over at the hot corner. And the Oaks go in order. Waldeck gets through 5. Bottom of the inning we go. Forsters on top by 2. Santa Barbara Airport with 5 airlines: American, Alaska, Delta, Southwest, and United. 13 nonstop destinations, including Chicago, Dallas, Denver, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Oakland, Phoenix, Portland, Sacramento, Salt Lake City, San Francisco, Seattle, and San Diego. With 26 daily departures, SBA's newest daily service to Chicago and San Diego, ensure you can get all over the world with just one easy connection. Skip the traffic and stress of driving to LA and enjoy a stress-free start to your trip by flying SBA. Learn more. Book your flight today at flysba.com. Santa Barbara Airport. Depart differently. Ball 1 to Cole Chamberlain, bottom of the Finneys' 5th inning, 4-5-6 for the Forsters. They lead 3-1. All 3 runs for the Sturs occurred in the 3rd inning. 2 innings past that point, now in the 5th. Chamberlain is 0 for 2, and he's at a 1-1 count now. Caden Ceramic took over in the last, did well along with some good defense behind him to put up a scoreless frame. towering shot, but well foul for Chamberlain, who's been seeing the ball so well. If you weren't with us a couple days ago, well, on the 7th, it was on Tuesday, down in Compton, Chamberlain ended up going 4 for 5, a triple, 2 home runs. He batted in 5. An incredible day. It's now 2-2. Cole is 0 for 2 in this one. After Chamberlain, Salmon, then Nelson. If anyone gets on, Woodworth. Here's Rodriguez. 1 down. This 5th inning brought to us by our friends at Finney's Craft House. Finney's has 2 locations in Santa Barbara, 1 on Lower State Street and 1 in Goleta. Finney's is a great place to gather before or after any Foresters game. Finney's Craft House. Here's Salmon. Nick 0 for 1, walked his last time, scored. Ceramic starts him off with ball upstairs, 1-0. And it was Salmon that was able to come in on the second error of the inning. 3-run inning with just a single hit for the Foresters. And the Foresters have been the benefactors of some errors in recent games. Last night, the OC Riptide had 4. But the OC Riptide still able to come back and beat the Foresters 6-5 when it was all said and done. Salmon gets ahead in the count, 2-1. Two and two. Ceramic got the first man in this inning on a ground out. And now the 2-2. Full count. And the last time that Sam and Nelson came to the plate, both end up working walks. That occasion it was with 2 down. Right now with 1 out, bases clear. Salmon stays alive. And yesterday, Salmon taking the hill for the second time. Came to UC Santa Barbara a couple years back as a pitcher, redshirted, did not throw, did not play. To Golden West this past year was mainly a hitter, a couple times on the hill. Getting back to throwing. What can he do here? Can he get on? That's fouled off to the left and out of play. This will be pitch number 8. Nick Salmon. To Rodriguez again, knocks it down but can't make the play, and Salmon is on for the second time today.
How about him for the Foresters?
A 1-out single for Nick Salmon. He gets on in front of Wyland Nelson.
Nelson.
So a one-on-one out. Nelson yet to record an AB. He's walked twice. Both times he's been stranded at third. Ball one. Nelson starting at first base today for the Foresters. When you look at the infield, Sandusky at short today. Newstrom not in the starting lineup, having the off day after a fantastic day yesterday. The All-Star Newstrom, 3-hit day. Jammed him into short left, and it'll be Nagy without number 2.
Now batting, sponsored by Rick
And Salmon has run a little bit this year.
Josh Woodward.
He's 6 for 6. Two stolen bases in this game for the Foresters actually make it 3. Sandusky stole one in the last. But with 1 on, 2 down, here's the DH at the 7th spot, Woodworth. There goes Salmon, a strike at the plate. Nick down to second, safe. And he's now 7 for 7 in the running game this year. Woodworth today 0 for 2. He had a pop-up on the infield, which resulted in E2, and that allowed a run to come around in the 3rd inning, the 3rd run of that inning, and a strikeout earlier today. It's now 0-2 on Woodworth. RBI chance for Josh, who has brought home 12 this year, but has to shorten up with 2 strikes. Caden Ceramic trying to keep this a 2-run game. Been a number of guys to reach base against him. Threw up a 0 in the last. 1 pitch away from throwing up a 0 here in the 5th. In the dirt, and Salmon over to third. Here's a shot straight away to center field. Sends Mealy back. That ball is at the wall. Woodworth has extra bases, and it's a 4-1 game in the 5th.
Josh Woodward with an RBI double. Now batting, number 3, Easton Muma.
It's 1 on, 2 down, 1 run in. And the lead back to 3 for the Foresters, where it was after 3. Ball down to Easton Muma. So Easton returning to Santa Barbara. There's the 1-0 from Ceramic. And Easton playing this past year with UT RGV, University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. And you see that nice orange helmet for Easton. Good count now for the 3rd baseman. Strike 1. 1 run in on 2 hits for SB. After the starter, Kolkowski ends up going 3. In the 5th and final meeting of the year between the Foresters and the Oaks. Chance to sweep the season series against the defending CCL champions. Muma slaps it foul, 2-2. It's 2-2. Runners on the move. That is up the middle. Base hit for Mumaw. Easton makes it a 5-1 game, and the third hit of the inning for the Foresters.
Easton Muma. Now batting, number 7.
So
Tony
Woodworth got the head start.
Navarro.
And a 2-run fifth now for the Foresters. And it's the number 9 man, Navarro. McConney singled his last time. He's 1 for 2. And for Mumaw, first time he's getting on base this summer. Always good to see. First game getting back. Again, a little bit of a longer delay. I say delay, but not playing earlier in the season. Late pickup for the Foresters this year. Great to have Easton back in this lineup. Navarro lifts one to right, and Twine underneath it to retire the side, but the Foresters pushing 2 on 3 hits. This game's through 5, and it's a 5-1 lead for SB.
That's the end of our Finney's Fifth. Your Foresters.
Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating is proud to join the Foresters family of sponsors this season. I, Conan, a third-generation owner, was proud to coach for the Foresters for several seasons. Just like the Foresters are champs on the field, Lee & Sons are champs off it. We're experts in every type of plumbing and heating service and repair, from leaks and clogs to heaters and faucets. Strike out your plumbing problems by calling us at 805-965-9586. Lee & Sons, the champions of plumbing and heating. 805-965-9586. Stir it up.
Foresters fans love to watch a winning team. Like the Foresters, Coastal Copy has also put together a winning team. For more than 50 years, the friendly folks at Coastal Copy have been your local source for copiers, printers, and equipment service for businesses of all sizes. Call them today at 800-995-8835 or visit coastalcopy.com. Coastal Copy is proud to be a sponsor of the Foresters radio family and of the Hugs for Cubs. Coastal Copy and the Foresters, second to none.
Pitch and change for the Foresters. Carter Spites takes over for Noah Waldeck, who goes 5. 1 run on 3 hits, 1 walk, and 6 Ks for the starting right-hander Waldeck. It'll be Reese, Whitco, and Stillwell. 3, 4, and 5 for the Conejo Oaks. We last saw Spites in the game on July 5th, day after Independence Day against the Coastal Dodgers, the non-CCL game. So technically Spites did not pitch in that game, as it is a non-CCL game, and all stats and standings not affected by that game, and that's unfortunate for Henry Prindle, who was fantastic. 5 innings, no-hit baseball, struck out 10 on 83 pitches, though you would not see it in the CCL stats. And now a 2-0 count on Tyson Reese, who is 0 for 2. Struck out twice against Waldeck. 5-1, Foresters a lead. Able to buff their advantage with a 2 spot in the last. Ball 3. Reese is on to start the sixth, the 4-pitch leadoff walk.
Now batting number 9.
And one thing that the
Matthew
Forster coaching staff definitely wants, just have the bullpen tighten up a couple loose games for the Forsters down the stretch. 4 men came out of the bullpen yesterday, day before that, in the scrappy win 14-10 over the Barons. The Forsters also used 4 pitchers. So 1 on, nobody out. Whitco takes a ball away, and 5 straight balls now from Spites. Now last fastball at 92. We've seen that tick up into the mid-90s. That's in there, 1-1. Whitco today is 0 for 2. First time grounded out, his last time struck out. Throw down to first base, and safe is Reese. Just 2 stolen bases for the man at first. Again, if you join us late, Conejo, very different approach in the running game. They are 26 for 31 entering this game. You converse that, the Forsters entered this game 91 for 117. So the Forsters been unbelievable in the running game. They had 91 stolen bases last year, 99 entering this game. Quick chat with Earl Carruthers. And it's 2-1 on Whitco. Ball 3. After Whitco, Stillwell. After the 4-pitch leadoff walk to Reese. That one's at 94 from Spites. Whitco strikes out, 1 away.
Strikeout from Carter Spites. Sponsored by Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating.
First for Spites, 7th by Forster pitching.
Now batting number 19, Hayden Stillwell.
Send her a picture of it when you find it.
1 on, 1 out. Spites a ground ball away to get out of this inning. Has to navigate the number 5 man, Stillwell, who's 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch his last time. He came around to score the only run on the board for the Oaks. It is a 5-1 lead for the Forsters. To the left side, that ball is down the line into the corner. Extra base is coming for Stillwell. And 2 in scoring position with 1 out for the Oaks. So the leadoff walk, the strikeout, and now a double.
Now batting number 39, Danny Aguilera.
And it's Danny Aguilera. In a 4-run game in the 6th. 5th and final meeting of the year. Aguilera today, 0 for 2. Spites under some pressure now here in the 6th. Goes right after him, and that ball's lined into right, down for a base hit. Aguilera brings home a run. It's 5-2 in the 6th. Runners on the corners. And the batter is Aiden Voiles.
Now batting number 2, Aiden Voiles.
And Aiden was the man that got the Oaks on the board in the 4th. Put one up the middle. Scored Stillwell. Opportunity to score Stillwell once again, who is at third. Ball one. And we told you earlier, pitching plan for the Foresters today. Of course, Waldeck gets the start. And great stuff from Noah. End up going five rather. Just a single run came around. It's now Spites. Also expect Wittig and Caleb Hoover in this game. Berlowitz and Prindle are also listed more on the back end if they are needed. But the lead is down to 3 in the tying run at the plate in the 6th. Two and one. Boyles has a big chopper. Sandusky, the short way, shovels it. No throw to first. That brings home a run. It's now 5-3. RBI fielder's choice for Aiden Boyles.
Now batting number 11.
1 on, 2 out, 2 runs in. And the batter is Grant Rodriguez. So Boyles, a 2 RBI day. It's now 5-3. A high strike to Rodriguez, who's 0 for 2. Ground out to the hill and a ground out to second. Here's Klepsch. The side retired. But a 2-run inning for the Conejo Oaks. Bottom of the 6th, Forster's bat on top by 2.
Can you feel that? That little itch to get out of town? At Santa Barbara Airport, we feel it too. But when you're ready to trade the usual view for something new, don't drive to LA. Depart stress-free at SBA. With 26 daily nonstops to 13 destinations, we're one stop to anywhere in the world. Go ahead, scratch that travel itch. Just skip the hustle. Visit flysba.com and take off easy. Santa Barbara Airport. Depart differently.
For a full range of outpatient physical therapy services, go to Alta Orthopedics Physical Therapy. Our experienced and compassionate therapists, Bill Oakley, Alan Edmondson, and Andy Eubank, will provide you with a custom rehab program. For sports injuries, spine care, post-surgical care, and more, you'll enjoy our state-of-the-art facilities and receive a comprehensive program catered to your greatest physical potential. Alta Orthopedics Physical Therapy, where the Foresters go to heal. Visit altaortho.com.
Bottom of 6. The Forester lead down to 2. 2 in the top by the Oaks. There's a pitching change. Kyle Zahn takes over to face the top 3, Rutenbar, Sandusky, Klepsch. In the Foresters' half of the 6th, the lead is 2. And this is a Conejo team that has won their last 4 games. They are 4-1 in the month of July. And in their last 10, they are 8-2. Been playing some of their best baseball as of late, coming in down the stretch of the regular year. First pitch was in the dirt. The second is low, 2-0. Carter's 1 for 2 today. He's stolen the base and also been hit by a pitch. Number of hit batsmen in this inning, in this game, along with some errors. 2-1. Comes the 2-1 to Rutenbar. Ball 3. So for the Foresters, after this game, they only have 7 games left of the regular season. Then off to Wichita, playing some early games in the NBC tournament. There's a 3-1. Full count. And I say early games, I mean the Foresters playing pretty early on in the tournament. Usually the Foresters, they're long travel, having some of the longest travel out of any teams in the NBC. Their first games are pushed back a couple days, but the Sturs on Saturday will already be playing their 3rd game at the tournament. So they're going to be straight into it right away. In the air to left, Stillwell in, and that ball is down. Rutenbar into second base to start the inning.
Carter Rutenbar with the leadoff double.
And Rutenbar, a multi-hit game, he's 2 for 3.
Now batting, number 6, Joseph Sandusky.
And the batter is Joe Sandusky, but Rutenbar, a multi-hit game. He's been up and down the lineup in every single position. Such an asset to have any coach, regardless of the level. Have a guy that can catch, play on the infield, play in the outfield, and get on base. He does so here with the 2-bagger, and it's now Joe Sandusky. Joe today's 0 for 2. It was hit by a pitch, came around to score. He has stolen a base. In the air to right, Antwine on his horse backwards. Records out number 1. Advancing on the fly out. Rutenbar over to 3rd, 1 down. So productive out from Sandusky. And makes an RBI chance now for Klepsch with a sac fly in play here. Infield in for the Oaks. They just made it a 2-run game. They're trying to keep it that way. First pitch missing upstairs, ball 1. Infield in for Conejo. Two and 0. Klepsch already brought home 1 in this game. He's now got 10 on the season that is batted in runs. And gets ahead 3-0. And Addy today is 2 for 3. A couple of infield singles. He's scored a run. He's also stolen a base. After him is Chamberlain. Here's a shot to left and straight at Stillwell. Rutenbar to the plate. He is safe. And the Foresters extend their lead 6-3. Klepsch has his second RBI.
Sponsored by Mesa Cafe, number 44, Cole Chamberlain.
So 2 out, base is clear. And the starting left fielder, Cole Chamberlain. Swings through the first pitch, strike 1. It's at 89 from Zahn. And he's punished for giving up the leadoff double on the sac fly by Klepsch. The thing was on a rope, straight to Stillwell. And strike 1 on Chamberlain. Chamberlain today. Pop up, fly out, and a ground out for 44. And Chamberlain, after that monster game, you look back at his numbers entering yesterday's contest, was slugging over 700 after the triple and the 2-run homer back against the Barons on the 7th. That was a fun game to watch. Seesaw back and forth, and the Foresters prevailed. And there have been some tight games against the Barons this year. Last night, the Stars dropped a 1-run decision to the OC Riptide. And you have to figure these final games, 7 left after today, and 6 of those 7 will be against either the Blues or the Conejo Oaks. Count's now full. And the only exception to the slow Blues or the OC, I said Conejo, I meant the OC Riptide, be 6 of the last 7 games, would be the Santa Maria Indians on the 17th. Here's the 3-2 to Chamberlain. That's foul. Chamberlain takes the walk, and he's on in front of Salmon. Second base run of the inning given up by Kyle Zahn.
Number 15, Nick Salmon.
So here's Nick Salmon, 1 for 2 today, along with the walk. Stolen a base, has plated 2 runs. So good day for Nick after a fantastic outing last night on the hill against the OC Riptide. Pitched the 6th. Scoreless inning, struck out 2 on 12 pitches. Also saw the velo tick up a couple times as well for Nick. He's ahead 1-0. Here's a towering shot straight away to center field, and Nick Salmon pumps one over the center field fence. And the lead is now 8-3 in the 6th.
Home run by Nick Salmon. That ball flew out of here, and you too can fly out of Santa Barbara with Santa Barbara Airport.
That was smart. That was clean.
That was nice.
Now batting, number 28, Wylan Nelson.
Second homer of the year for Salmon. 2-run shot and a low strike to Wylan Nelson. So the Forsters, after conceding some runs here in the 4th and 6th innings, made it a 5-run game. A 3-run 6th, and Nelson 0 for 1 with 2 walks. That's foul. Strike 2. The 0-2 from Zahn. Ball 1. So this inning, double, fly out, sac fly, walk, and then the 2-run shot by Salmon. That ball was a moonshot straight away into center field over the head of Mealy. Here's one in the air to left, falling fast. Stillwell can't get there, and the inning continues. Nelson has his first hit of the ball game.
Now batting, sponsored by
Nelson,
Vinny's
his first hit. He's now
Number
1 for 2 with 2
20,
walks.
Josh Woodward.
And in this inning, the Forsters a triple shy of the cycle. With the leadoff double, the home run, now a single.
Taylor, are you logged into the Twitter? Can you?
And it's now Woodworth with 1 on, 2 down. That's off the hands. Right near the handle, and it's a strike. 0-1. Josh Hayes 1 for 3. Doubled off the wall in center his last time. Scored a run and plated a run. And the dugout saying, take a look at that left hand, see if it hit him. And our plate umpire saying that it was off the handle of the bat. Did not hit Josh. And made him take off the glove to see if there was a mark. So it's a strike instead of a free base. 1-1. So right after the Oaks clawed their way back into this game, there's a 2-run affair. It's now an 8-3 ball game, courtesy of a couple extra base hits. 1-2 now on Woodworth. And Josh is the 7th man to dig in this inning. Scoring plays by Klepsch, the sac fly, and then, of course, Salmon. Mammoth shot straight away to center. A strikeout ends the inning, but the Foresters plate 3 more after 6. Stars on top 8-3 over the Oaks.
Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating is proud to join the Foresters family of sponsors this season. I, Conan, a third-generation owner, was proud to coach for the Foresters for several seasons. Just like the Foresters are champs on the field, Lee & Sons are champs off it. We're experts in every type of plumbing and heating service and repair, from leaks and clogs to heaters and faucets. Strike out your plumbing problems by calling us at 805-965-9586. Lee & Sons, the champions of plumbing and heating. 805-965-9586. Stir it up.
Seventh inning from Santa Barbara High School. Foresters lead 8-3 over the Conejo Oaks. Carter Spites back to work. Misses inside to Zach Nagy, then Mealy and Antwine. 9-1-2 hitters for Conejo. Spites now going 1+ in this ball game after Waldeck went the first 5, and it's now 2-0 on the leadoff man, who is 1 for 2 today. An eventful 6th inning. 2 runs for Conejo, 3 for the Sturs. Ball 3. Three balls and no strikes now on Nagy. That's in there. Spites gets himself back in the count. And for Carter, 7th time he takes the hill this season for the Foresters. That's to the left side, and that's down the line. Nagy starts off the inning with some extra bases. He's into second and a leadoff double.
Now batting number 24, Owen Mealy.
So 1 on, nobody out for the top of the order. That's inside, ball 1. And it's going to go down as an error, so an E5 gets Nagy into second base. And a ball and strike now on Owen Mealy, who is 0 for 2. Walked in the 3rd. And for the 2nd straight inning, the Conejo Oaks have their leadoff man aboard. That's up the middle and knocked down by Sandusky. A wide throw. They're saying he's off the bag, and Mealy is on. And Bill Pintard immediately out of that first base dugout, not happy with the call. A heck of a play by Sandusky to knock it down, and then a laser of a throw that just pulled Nilsson off the bag. And as a result, 2 on, nobody out.
Now batting number 38, Tyler Antwine.
So the infield single puts runners on the corners. And the batter is Tyler Antwine. That's into left, straight at Chamberlain, and the runner holds, and an unproductive out, 1 away. So big first out for Spites in Santa Barbara.
Now batting number 5.
Not deep enough to roll the dice to bring Nagy home. And the batter is Reese. Spites looking for a ground ball. Trying to turn 2. Something the Foresters have done 16 times this season. And turning a double play. In this 8-3 game in the 7th. That's in the right base hit for Tyson Reese. A run in first to third for Mealy and runners on the corners. It's now 8-4.
Now batting number 9, Matthew Whitco.
So 1 in, 2 on, 1 down. And it's the DH Whitco. And here comes Earl Carruthers. Pitching coach who knows Carter Spites well, both affiliated with UC Davis. Spites spending his entire collegiate career with the Aggies, and Coach Earl Carruthers working on staff with the Davis Aggies. And as this conversation ensues, Matthew Whitco an 0-for-3 day. But Conejo, still, they're finding a way to get runs in, keeping things manageable in a stack fly play here for 9. Right after the Forsters put up a 3-spot, Conejo come back with a run of their own. And actually the last 4 half innings, runs have scored. And 5 of the last 6 half innings, runs have been plated. So it's been an eventful middle stretch of this ball game. After Noah Waldeck, the starter, perfect 8 up, 8 down. Bases were loaded. Conejo left him loaded on a strikeout with 2 out. First and third, 1 down for Matthew Whitco. Down, ball 1. The Conejo team having won their last 4 games. And on the road, they have struggled. They really haven't played that many road games away from Ventura College. That's foul. This is just their 7th road game of the year. And just for perspective, the Forsters last night played their 10th. So still, the Forsters haven't had a whole lot of road games in comparison to their home games this season. Whitco takes fastball down, 2-1. The Conejo team that averages just over 7 runs a game. Beneath that number currently. And a Forsters team that averages just over 8 runs a game. 2-1. Ball 3, throw from Rutenbar to first, safe. And that throw down got the bullpen down that right field line heated up. We'll also expect Joey Wittig and Caleb Hoover to enter in this game at some point on the hill. And it's now 3-1. Bases loaded in the 7th. And here comes Bill Pintard. This inning has gone error, single, a line out, RBI single, and a walk. And Carter Spites, who took over in the 6th, will go an inning and a third. Bases loaded. And a new man coming in for the Forsters. Tyne run coming to the plate for the Oaks. Caden Stillwell coming up. Joey Wittig coming in. Forsters on top by 4.
Foresters fans love to watch a winning team. Like the Foresters, Coastal Copy has also put together a winning team. For more than 50 years, the friendly folks at Coastal Copy have been your local source for copiers, printers, and equipment service for businesses of all sizes. Call them today at 800-995-8835 or visit coastalcopy.com. Coastal Copy is proud to be a sponsor of the Foresters radio family and of the Hugs for Cubs. Coastal Copy and the Foresters, second to none. For a full range of outpatient physical therapy services, go to Alta Orthopedics Physical Therapy. Our experienced and compassionate therapists, Bill Oakley, Alan Edmondson, and Andy Eubank, will provide you with a custom rehab program. For sports injuries, spine care, post-surgical care, and more, you'll enjoy our state-of-the-art facilities and receive a comprehensive program catered to your greatest physical potential. Alta Orthopedics Physical Therapy, where the Foresters go to heal. Visit altaortho.com.
Tying run at the plate in a 4-run game. Hitting Stillwell. Faces Joey Wittig, second man out of the bullpen today for the Forsters. Stillwell, 1 for 2 day, doubled his last time. Strike one. This year for Wittig, 8th time he takes the hill. He's got a 3-0 record. He's pitched in a lot of games where it's been close in the middle stretch of the game, and he's recorded all 3 of those wins with never starting a game. 10 innings pitched so far, 3 earned runs, 3 walks to 7 strikeouts for the right-handed reliever. And a nice pickup by Rutenbar. It's now 1-1. In the 5th and final meeting between the Oaks and the Forsters this year. Tying run at the plate. Already 1 run in. Can Wittig find a ground ball to get out of this inning? Two and one. The closest of the 4 games to this point was on June 16th, when the Forsters scraped out a 3-2 victory on the road. I feel like this one is going to come down to the final inning. It's 2-1. That's up the middle, off the hill. Sandusky flips. Klepsch has no play and runs in. It's now 8-5 in the 7th. Fielder's choice, RBI for Stillwell.
Now batting number 39, Danny Aguilera.
Runners on the corners, 2 out. Seventh RBI for Stillwell this season. And the batter's now Aguilera. First and third, 2 down. Tying run still at the plate in the 7th. A high strike from Wittig. 0-1. Remember, this is a Conejo team playing with so much confidence entering this game. Yes, the Forsters have won the first 4 meetings, but the Oaks, 8-2 in their last 10 games. They have won 4 straight. Wittig doesn't get the call, 1-1. Aguilera's last time single to right, brought home a run. He's 1 for 3. There's the 1-1. Tamuma on the short hop. Nice pickup, and the inning is over. But the Oaks bring home a pair. Last of the 7th, Stars on top by 3. Santa Barbara Airport with 5 airlines, American, Alaska, Delta, Southwest, and United, with 13 nonstop destinations, including Chicago, Dallas, Denver, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Oakland, Phoenix, Portland, Sacramento, Salt Lake City, San Diego, San Francisco, and Seattle. With 26 daily departures, SBA's newest daily service to Chicago and San Diego ensure you can get all over the world with just one easy connection. Skip the traffic and stress of driving to LA and enjoy a stress-free start to your trip by flying SBA. Learn more. Book your flight today at flysba.com. Santa Barbara Airport. Depart differently. Kyle's on back to work. The right-hand reliever deals with 8-9-1 for the Forsters. The lead for the Sturs down to 3, 8-5, bottom of 7. Muma had a nice play to end the last inning. On a short hopper, takes ball 1. Easton is 1 for 3 this game. Singled, picked up an RBI in the 5th. Gets head 2-0. It's now 2-0 on Easton. Ball 3. Fly ball to center. Mealy moves in, but that ball is down, and Muma has his second knock of the ball game. Swinging away on 3-0. And just plays perfectly between Mealy, Stillwell, and Nagy.
Now batting, number 7.
The leadoff man is aboard for the second straight inning. And it's now McConney. Navarro working on a 1-for-3 day. And with the 2 runs in the top half of this inning, the last 4 half innings have all seen runs come around to score. Navarro squares around, takes a ball. One. Navarro taking his talents to the University of Hawaii come the fall. Grew up not too far from here, up north a little bit in Buellton. Some very impressive years with Cuesta College. And one of the 10 returning Forsters from a year ago. Sees a 1-1 from Zahn. Here's Nagy. Rodriguez, no throw to first. Navarro is on a fielder's choice, 1 away. So 1-on-1 out. Back to the top with Carter Rutenbar.
It's number 8, Carter Rutenbar.
Rutenbar 2 for 3 today. He's been hit by a pitch. So big day today for the catcher. Navarro's already on the move. A strike at the plate. Navarro into second. Safe. And McConney has his first stolen base of the day. RBI chance now for Rutenbar. That's down ball 1. Both hits for Carter into left today. Sandusky is on deck. The biggest lead for the Forsters was 5 entering this inning. It's down to 3. Bouncer to Reese. Secures out number 2 at first. Over to third, Navarro. It's a productive out for Rutenbar. And the batter is Joe Sandusky.
Joseph Sandusky.
Joe today 0 for 3. He's been hit by a pitch, scored a run, stolen a base. Navarro at one point in this game was thrown out at the plate Actually, when Sandusky took off to second base, Navarro was erased at the plate. One and one. Good pitch by Zahn. Strike two. Foresters playing game number 27 after today. Just 7 more games left of the regular year. All building to what comes in Wichita, Kansas in the NBC tournament. Foresters will be looking for title number 11 this year. Into the backstop. Navarro holds. Upstairs and the count's full. Should the inning continue, Klepsch is next. This inning started with a single by Mumam. Was erased in a force out. Navarro reached on a fielder's choice, stole a base, advanced on a ground out. That's why he's at third. Strikeout ends the inning, and this game is headed to the 8th. Foresters on top 8-5 over the Oaks.
For a full range of outpatient physical therapy services, go to Alta Orthopedics Physical Therapy. Our experienced and compassionate therapists, Bill Oakley, Alan Edmondson, and Andy Eubank, will provide you with a custom rehab program. For sports injuries, spine care, post-surgical care, and more, you'll enjoy our state-of-the-art facilities and receive a comprehensive program catered to your greatest physical potential. Alta Orthopedics Physical Therapy, where the Foresters go to heal. Visit altaortho.com.
Eighth inning, Foresters on top 8-5 over the Conejo Oaks. Bottom 3, Voiles, Rodriguez, Nagy. Joey Wittig back to work, took over in the middle of the 7th. He's able to record 2 outs after Carter Spites went an inning and a third. And it's now the bottom 3 in a 3-run game. Ball 1. Running fastball, working in on the hands of Voiles. Aiden is 1 for 3 today. He's brought home 2 runs. One inside, one away. 2-0. And down the stretch, there have been some tight games, really, this entire week for the Foresters. Ever since the showcase game on Saturday, the Foresters walked off the Coastal Dodgers, were trailing by 2, entering the 9th on the road against the Barons. Ended up putting up a 6th spot to win 14-10. Yesterday, some late runs by the OC Riptide to take a 2-run lead into the last. Foresters got one, the tying run at 3rd. And depending on what happens here and looking towards that 9th inning, it's a 3-run game in the 5th and final meeting between the Oaks and the Foresters this year. The Oaks, the defending CCL champs, beat the Sonoma Stompers a year ago. Two from Wittig. That's popped up and out of play. Back into the bank, beyond the first base dugout. It remains 2-2. Boyles strikes out, 1 away.
Strikeout from Joey Wittig, sponsored by
First K for Wittig. That is the 8th by Santa Barbara pitching today.
11, Grant Rodriguez.
It was a day ago that the Foresters struck out 14 in the losing effort to the OC Riptide. Taking on the Slow Blues tomorrow, and then the OC Riptide on Sunday. A lot of those two teams entering the final week of the regular year. So with 1 out, Rodriguez takes a ball up and away at 89 from Wittig. Ball 1. On the outside corner, 1-1. Wittig entering this outing today, 2.70 ERA. 7 punch-outs, tack on 1 more to that total. Here comes the 2-1. Jammed him, and that's back out of play. 2-2. Rodriguez grounding out 3 times today. He's 0 for 3. After him, the number 9 man, Nagy, in this 3-run game in the 8th. Two. Rodriguez strikes out, back-to-back Ks for Wittig.
Strikeout number 2 from Joey Wittig, sponsored by Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating. Now batting number 3, Zach Nagy.
So here is Nagy, 1 for 3 today. Reached on error in the last, came around to score. He's also stolen a base.
What you said was hilarious. What you said, that's not CCL, bro. It's frying me back.
And the way this game has gone, that last half inning when the Foresters left Nabarro at 3rd base, It's the first time since the top of the fifth that a run hadn't come around to score. A lot of runs in the 5th, 6th, and 7th innings of this ball game. The Forsters on top 8-5. Big reason why in that 6th inning the Forsters pushed in 3. The sac fly and a Nick Salmon 2-run shot. And that home run by Nick Salmon was brought to us by our friends at Santa Barbara Airport. Sponsoring that home run, you can always get home with Santa Barbara Airport. So it's 2-1 on the number 9 man, Nagy, who has done well today getting on base in front of the top of the order. That's down the right field line. Foul. 2-2. Caleb Hoover warming up in the bullpen. Expect him in the 9th. But right now, Wittig struck out Boyle, struck out Rodriguez. 2-2. Full count. And we just saw Nick Weslowski going down to the bullpen. He's going to get the ball tomorrow in his first start with the Forsters. We'll have a lot on him tomorrow. Up and slow. But right now, 3-2. And Nagy takes the walk with 2 out in the 8th. So he gets on in front of the top of the order, and Owen Mealy. Mealy 1 for 3 with a walk today.
How about in number 24, Owen Mealy?
We just mentioned Hoover along with the man who's starting tomorrow. But the pitching plan today has pretty much gone as planned for the Forsters. Waldeck, an impressive 5 innings, struck out 6, just a single run. Spites going to inning and a third. And Joey Wittig taking over in that 7th. He's gone an inning and a third himself. That's foul. 1-1 on Mealy. In the bottom of this inning, the Forsters have Kleps, Chamberlain, Salmon. The heart of the order.
I thought someone broke in.
Here comes a 1-1. Bouncer to Klepsch. And the side retired. Wittig works around a 2-out walk. K's 2 on to the bottom of the 8th. Forsters bat on top by 3. Klepsch leads it off for the Sturs.
Can you feel that? That little itch to get out of town? At Santa Barbara Airport, we feel it too. But when you're ready to trade the usual view for something new, don't drive to LA. Depart stress-free at SBA. With 26 daily nonstops to 13 destinations, we're one stop to anywhere in the world. Go ahead, scratch that travel itch. Just skip the hustle. Visit flysba.com and take off easy. Santa Barbara Airport. Depart differently.
Forsters lead 8-5. Klepsch, Chamberlain, and Salmon are the order for the Forsters as James Latshaw, the right-handed reliever, takes over. Latshaw actually worked the last time the two teams played. Pitched the final inning in the 13-5 win for the Forsters. Latshaw, in that last time the two teams played, 1 inning, 1 run on 1 hit, walked 1, no strikeouts. Pitched the 9th, he's pitching the 8th here, trying to keep it a 3-run deficit for his team. It's a ball and strike now on Klepsch, who is 2 for 3, scored a run and 2 RBIs. Down and away, 2-1. Latshaw on the year. It's his 5th time taking the hill. 5 innings of work. Given up 5 runs, walked 4 and struck out 5 for the right-handed reliever. And the count's now full on Klepsch. Three-two from Latshaw, and Klepsch is on to start the 8th. 3rd time Addy reaches safely in this ball game, and a great day for Klepsch. He'll be 2 for 3, a sac fly and a walk. So big stuff from Klepsch out of the 3-hole.
Chamberlain.
And it's Cole Chamberlain. Cole walked his last time, came around to score. Fastball from Latshaw, 87 down and in, ball 1. And for the Forsters, under their manager in his 32nd year, and Bill, so pleased with what the team did last year, even though the Forsters in 2025 came up short in the NBC. You have to imagine, well, really every year the expectation is you go in and you're very competitive down the stretch in that NBC championship in Wichita, Kansas. It was a team last year that Bill Pintard was so happy and so pleased with that they were just committed to doing it right, committed to winning day in and day out. And a Forsters team this year that is, including a non-CCL game, 21-5. Excluding the win against the Coastal Dodgers, 20-5. At one point, I've won 11 straight games this season. It's now 2 strikes on Chamberlain. Handled by Voiles. Klepsch on the move. Addy into second base. And his second, he advances on the ball in the dirt. It's now 2-2. It's 2-2. And a mile in the air. Aguilera secures out number 1.
Now batting, sponsored by Mesa Cafe, number 15, Nick Salmon.
So 1-on-1 out. Here is Nick Salmon. Absolutely torched one over the center field fence his last time. Second home run of the year. 2-run shot. He's got a multi-hit game day going. He's 2 for 3 with a walk. Scored 3 runs. Brought home 2. So a big day for Nick starting in right field today. After last night pitching a 1-2-3 inning in the 6th. That's a strike. 1-1. Looking towards the ninth inning, the Oaks have Antoine Reese and Whitco, 2, 3, 4. Caleb Hoover warming up in the Forster bullpen. It's 2-1 on Salmon. After him is Nelson. And a fly ball to short left. Nagy goes back from short and handles out number 2. So a pair of pop-ups induced by James Ladshaw after giving up the walk to Klepsch to start the inning. And it's now the number 6 man, Wylan Nelson.
Number 28.
After walking his first 2 times, a pop-up and a single later, he's 1 for 2. Can the Stars find just one more insurance run? Give a little extra cushion to Caleb Hoover entering the final inning. Klepsch walks and then advanced on a wild pitch. And Nelson singled into shallow left his last time. That's down, ball 1. And the Conejo Oaks will be 3 outs away from snapping their 4-game winning streak. Remember, this is a Conejo team that is 8-2 in their last 10 games. By far the best in the CCL South. In their last 10 contests, they only have 1 loss in the month of July. And that only loss is to the Santa Barbara Forsters on July 1st. That's in the air, but straight to Aguilera. And James Latshaw works around the walk, and this game's headed to the 9th. Caleb Hoover coming in, Stars on top by 3.
Alrighty, folks, we are going to the 9th here.
Caleb Hoover looking to lock it down for the Forsters. This ball game started by Noah Waldeck going 5, Carter Spites, first man out, then Joey Wittig. Recording 5 outs in relief. And it's now Hoover on the year. Caleb has a 1-0 record, no saves. 6th time he takes the hill. 8 innings pitched so far. He's not given up an earned run, just 2 walks to 11 Ks for the man on the hill. Antwine leads it off, then Reese, Whitco if anyone gets on Stillwell in an 8-5 game in the ninth.
Leading off for the Oaks, number 38, Tyler Antwine.
Antwine is 1 for 4 in this game. Fastball misses away. Ball 1. And Hoover, the two-way man, falls behind 2-0. Caleb yesterday came in off the bench as the DH. Started the game on Tuesday against the Barons as the DH. Induces a chopper. It's going to be tough. Behind second, the long throw, not in time. And Antwine is on with a single to start the ninth. Antwine has his second hit. And the batter is Reese.
Number 5, Tyson Reese.
Caleb Hoover on the hill. And the number of men selected to the CCL All-Star roster as a utility and DH player. Served as the DH for the CCL South, but making his return to the hill this summer. First pitch was located 0-1. That's up the middle, and back-to-back singles start the ninth for the Oaks.
Now batting number 9, Matthew.
Tying run to the plate, and it's Matthew Whitco, the DH. The lead runner is Antwine. Fastball at 90, just misses in, ball 1. Whitco walked his last time. He's 0 for 3. In and out of the glove, and a free 90. That gets rid of the force out, and it's 2-0 on Whitco. Ball 3. Hoover gets himself back in at 3-1. Every time the Foresters had opened up a lead in this game, the Conejo Oaks had found a response. And they're threatening here. That loads them up. Tying run on base. And that's going to warrant a visit from Bill Pintard. And we now see Henry Prindle standing up in that bullpen for the Foresters. So this inning has gone single walk. And the tying run now on base. And it's going to be Caden Stillwell. And Stillwell today has had some good production. 1 for 3. He's been hit by a pitch. Brought home a run. He scored 2 runs himself. And a long conversation now between Hoover and Pintard.
about it, number 19, Caden Stillwell.
So the bases filled with Oaks. Tying run at first. And here is Stillwell. Good breaking pitch from Hoover, strike one. Just looking for out number one right now. Back to the fastball, 1-1. That heater at 90 from Hoover. Remember, this is a Conejo team has won a lot in recent weeks, especially since the start of this month. And it's now 2-1. They've won their last 4 games. They're only lost to the Forsters. And the Sturs have won their the last 4 meetings against the Oaks this season. Here's the 2-1. On the inside corner, 2-2. What a strikeout would do here for Hoover. After Stillwell is Aguilera. Full count. Nowhere to put him.
Let's go, Hoove. Come on, Hoove.
That forces in a run. 8-6 in the 9th. Did not miss by much. And the bases remain loaded. And the tying run now in scoring position.
Danny Aguilera.
The walk for the RBI. Ball 1 to Aguilera. And we were told, in terms of if needed, Prindle and Berlowitz would be available. Good pitch from Caleb, 1-1. Reese is at third, Whitco representing the tying run at second. Go ahead run at first. 2-1. Aguilera's 1 for 4 today. In the 6th, he brought home a run on a single in the right. Ball 3.
Let's go, Hoove.
Good breaking ball. Full count. The 3-2 to Aguilera. Ball 4 forces in the second run of the inning. And here comes Bill Pintard. And Caleb Hoover entered this 9th inning. Won't be able to record an out. They'll face 5 batters, and they're loaded up. Berlowitz coming in for the Forsters in a 1-run game. Aiden Voiles coming to the plate. Will step aside. It's 8-7 in the 9th.
For a full range of outpatient physical therapy services, go to Alta Orthopedics Physical Therapy. Our experienced and compassionate therapists, Bill Oakley, Alan Edmondson, and Andy Eubank, will provide you with a custom rehab program. For sports injuries, spine care, post-surgical care, and more, you'll enjoy our state-of-the-art facilities and receive a comprehensive program catered to your greatest physical potential. Alta Orthopedics Physical Therapy, where the Foresters go to heal. Visit altaortho.com.
So Brody Berlowitz takes over on the hill. With nobody out, bases loaded in a one-run game. And the batter is Voiles. Strike one.
Let's go, Brody. Come on, kid.
By the way, a pinch runner's being brought in. Zach Mora is now at second. He runs for Stillwell. He represents the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the 0-1. To the right side, Nelson to the plate. Got the force out, one away. Huge first out for the Foresters. Nice play by Nelson.
Grant Rodriguez.
So a ground ball to end this game for Brody Berlowitz. And the batter is Grant Rodriguez. And a fly ball into right sends Salmon back. That ball's going and right at the wall. Grant Rodriguez opens this game up. 2 runs in off the barrel of Rodriguez, and the Oaks now lead. The 2-run double by Grant Rodriguez. And the Oaks now lead 9-8. First lead of the ball game for the Oaks. Infield in for the Sturs. A high strike, 0-1. So now damage control, with the Foresters trailing for the first time. 1-1. The Foresters have their bottom 3 in the next inning. But first, still 2 more big outs to get for the cause for the Foresters. Nagy takes the ball away, 2-1. A 4-run inning for the Oaks. That's in there from Berlowitz, 2-2. And Berlowitz can only pitch 3 innings entering this outing. Two. Struck him out, 2 out. Retired at first base for out number 2.
Brody Berlowitz with the strikeout, sponsored by Lee and Sons Plumbing and Heating. Now batting number 24.
So with
Owen
2 down,
Mealy.
back to the top with Owen Mealy. Mealy is the 9th batter of this inning. And if Berlowitz can keep it a 1-run ball game, give his team a chance in the 9th. But has to deal with the man at the top spot of the order, Mealy. Good slider, strike 1. Good command of the pitches in this game for Berlowitz since coming in. Handled by Rutenbar. Well done, lost the glove. Keeps the runner at third. Strike 2. In this inning, the first 5 reached safely, the fielder's choice. Allowed Voiles to reach base, then out was recorded. A strikeout, and now the 1-2 to Mealy. Ends the inning. But the damage, it has been done by the Oaks. 4 runs in the 9th. They take the lead for the first time. Forsters have their bottom 3. Woodworth, Mumon, Nabarro trailing by 1.
Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating is proud to join the Foresters family of sponsors this season. I, Conan, a third-generation owner, was proud to coach for the Foresters for several seasons. Just like the Foresters are champs on the field, Lee & Sons are champs off it. We're experts in every type of plumbing and heating service and repair, from leaks and clogs to heaters and faucets. Strike out your plumbing problems by calling us at 805-965-9586. Lee & Sons, the champions of plumbing and heating. 805-965-9586. Stir it up.
Forsters dealt a gut shot by the Conejo Oaks in the 9th. A 4-run inning for the Oaks. They were trailing by 3, and they now lead by 1. Woodworth scheduled in the DH spot, but it'll be Liam Wilson, who takes a ball inside from James Alatshaw, who remains in this game. Worked around a walk in the 8th. That's to the left side. Gonna be tough for Aguilera. Fantastic play from the man at third. Wow. Don't know if you quite saw that in your picture, but backing up Aguilera. It was a great play at third, 1 away. And the Foresters in this game, it's just a matter of, after giving up those 4 runs, how do you just gather yourself and try to get the tying run on base? It's Muma and then Nabarro on deck. Ball 1. Easton is 2 for 4 in this game. Singled his last 2 times. And that is into left field. Muma, a 3-for-5 day.
Easton Mooma with the base hit there in the bottom of the ninth. Now batting, number 7, Makani Nabarro.
Pinch runner being brought in. Muma, after his 3rd straight hit, will be lifted for a pinch runner, Brady Janusic. Janusic now at first base to run. One of the best runners on this team. And the batter is Nabarro, who is 1 for 4. Janusic, 12 stolen bases on the year. He's on the move. The throw is shallow. Janusic into second base. Make it 13. Tying run in scoring position after the stolen bag by Brady. 1-0 for Nabarro. Strike 1. Top of the order with Rutenbar is next. Also, that stolen base gets rid of any force out at second on a ground ball by Latshaw. That's over to Rodriguez. 2 down, over to third, Janusic. And for the 2nd straight game, the Forsters, with 2 out, have the tying run at third base.
Now batting, sponsored by
Last night against the OC Riptide,
number 8,
the Forsters
Rutenbar.
had him loaded up in the 9th. Ippolito was 90 feet away from tying the game. But here tonight, in the last of the 9th, it's Carter Rutenbar with Janusic the tying run at third. Strike 1. And a high fly ball into right field going back. That ball is at the wall. Tied game and Rutenbar into scoring position. 3rd hit of the game for Carter.
Carter Rutenbar ties the game in the bottom of the 9th. Let's stir it up here, folks.
So this game is tied. And it's now Joe Sandusky. And just to recap for Rutenbar, his 2nd double of the game, his 3rd hit.
Now batting, number 6, Joseph Sandusky.
And now a base hit to end this game. Sandusky digs in with 2 out and a tied game in the 9th. Down low, ball 1. And by the way, Rutenbar picked up RBI number 7. Ball 2. After 4 runs by Conejo in the top half of this inning, they were trailing by 3. After the half inning, they led by 1. Tied 9-9. Strike one. First, the Oaks wouldn't quit. Now the Foresters won't quit. Two and two.
Let's go, Joe.
Should the inning continue, Klepsch would be next. Comes the 2-2 from Latshaw. Ball three.
Let's go, Sandy. Come on, kid. Let's go, Sandy.
2-on, 2 out in the ninth. Sandusky takes a walk. Great plate appearance by Joe.
BMW Santa Barbara, number 4.
And that puts 2-on, 2 out
Klepsch.
for Addison Klepsch. So Klepsch today, it's been a big day for second baseman. He is 2 for 3. Scored a run, brought home 2. He's walked. And Sandusky working that walk, and that walk really doesn't mean anything for Latshaw with that base open, and the runner that he only cares about is at second base. So, I mean, the walk doesn't kill Latshaw here, but now has to deal with Klepsch with 2 out in the ninth. Another big scoring game in this shootout, tied 9-9. As we just tick in 8 o'clock local time. We appreciate you sticking with us in the game, pushing the Foresters down to the wire. What can they do here? Ball one. Two teams that have had so much success this season. The Oaks, the defending CCL champs who have won 4 straight, and the Foresters have already beat the Oaks 4 times this season. On the outside corner, 1-1.
Go, Klepsch. Come on, kid. Let's go, Klepsch.
That just misses away, 2-1. Rutenbar's got some legs, you have to imagine.
Come on, Klepsch. Let's go, kid.
Any ball put in play, he's coming to the plate.
Let's go, Klepsch. Come on, kid.
2-1. Ball 3. Cole Chamberlain on deck. Three and 1. A high strike, full count. They get a head start. Tied 9-9 in the ninth. 2 out. First and second. Comes a 3-2 from Latshaw. And a foul tip ends the inning. The Forsters tie this game, but we're not done. Tied 9-9. We're headed to the 10th from Eddie Matthews Field.
Can you feel that? That little itch to get out of town? At Santa Barbara Airport, we feel it too. But when you're ready to trade the usual view for something new, don't drive to LA. Depart stress-free at SBA. With 26 daily nonstops to 13 destinations, we're one stop to anywhere in the world. Go ahead, scratch that travel itch. Just skip the hustle. Visit flysba.com and take off easy. Santa Barbara Airport. Depart differently.
Well, you see our umpires walking out towards center field. No lights here at Eddie Matthews Field. And we don't understand, or we don't know the situation, if this game is just going to be considered a push or what's going to happen if it's going to have to be finished up some other time. But again, this is the final meeting on paper this year. And it's going to, for now, end 9-9 through 9.
Everyone enjoy your night. Have a great night.
And it was going to be coming close in terms of enough daylight here at Eddie Matthews Field, and our umpiring crew saying there's not going to be enough to get through 2 half innings. And as a result, this game being suspended. On a later day, we'll get you to the official verdict of whether this game is going to be tried to be made up. But again, there was already a game that was supposed to be made up earlier this season, which was scrapped. And at the end of this one, a wild 9th inning, Conejo pushing 4 to take a 1-run lead. And the Forsters find an equalizer. Carter Rutenbar, the double off the wall, scores Janusic, the pinch runner. And this game suspended in the 9th, I should say in the 10th, tied 9-9. Well, not the finish. We wanted a final decision to see which one of these two teams would prevail. We'll have to wait and see about what happens later on. We appreciate you sticking with us all the way past 8 o'clock Pacific time. For the entire staff, for Bill Pintard, I am Hunter Schumick. This game has been suspended into the 10th. 9 runs for Conejo, 9 for Santa Barbara. Forsters will be on the road tomorrow to take on the Slow Blues. That first pitch is 4 o'clock Pacific time. We hope you join us. That's going to be a big one. Heading up to enemy territory, the Blues and the Forsters coming up tomorrow. We'll see you then.